Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be answering your questions and assumptions about the show Sidemen Inside on Netflix. But before I start guys, I need to say something really important. Spreading hate is never okay. There is no excuses for racism or death threats in any sort of circumstance. And please remember guys, it's literally just a game show. Like, it's supposed to be fun and lighthearted. We all had fun in there. And the show was filmed back in November, so that's literally nearly 5 months ago. We have a group chat together called Insiders and we all have spoken in there at some point. Just remember that going forward. But anyway, let's get into the video and answer your questions and assumptions. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna start and read them from my phone. I have a whole long list. So the first one was, do you feel like the show revealed your character and personality even more? And I generally do feel like the show did, because before I did Inside, you guys would have known if you've been following me for a long time, I never usually speak on Instagram or TikTok. It's always to do with hauls or like fashion or beauty. So this was mainly like the biggest thing someone's actually seen my personality. I'm just a really goofy, happy, smiley person, like, and I get along with generally anyone and everyone. So yeah, I feel like the show probably did show my real character and personality, and in a good way too. But then on the other hand, you also need to remember the show only shows literally 1 hour out of 24 hours a day. So some people call me boring or quiet, but it generally, they clip what they want to show and it has to be game related. So half of the time I might not even be on the screen or show myself in the way I want to be shown because it's edited. So you guys want to obviously see my whole personality, but what they have shown is generally just me. Okay, so moving on to the second question, it was, how nervous were you before going on the show and why did you choose to go? So I guess I'll answer the first bit first. I was so nervous to be going on Inside. Like, no one understands. Everyone that knows me personally knows this is so out of my comfort zone. I generally would never do this, but my manager pushed me to do it. She was like, I think it's gonna be really, really good for you. Like, you should 100% do it. And obviously I'm happy I did it because I won. So that's the first part. And then why did you choose to go? I guess because sometimes you just have to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and in a way it made the most sense for me because now you guys know, well, now you guys have seen more of me and just know like more of my personality rather than just a face on Instagram or TikTok. And I guess another reason was I just wanted to try something different. I always try something new, and I wanted people to see me in a different light other than what, because I've seen a lot of people say, oh, I never knew she was like this, I never knew she was funny, I never knew she was goofy. So I guess I just wanted people to see me in a whole different light and push myself to do something different. Number 3 was, your laugh makes me laugh, but how do you feel about your laugh? Because I think it's pleasantly surprising. I've had so many comments about my laugh, and generally I didn't even know that my laugh was that ugly before I went on to Inside. And I literally laugh at everything looking back at clips. So I'm like, why the hell am I laughing at this and this? But how I feel about my laugh is just goofy. I can't change my laugh. I don't know, that's just my laugh at the end of the day. Also, if you hear background noise, it's because my friend is here. Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna answer the next one. It was, where are you from ethnicity and how did you get approached to do the show? So I'm gonna do the first bit first. I have seen this ethnicity question everywhere, all over my socials, day-to-day life. It's like the #1 thing I get asked. So my mum is English and has some Italian heritage in her, and my dad is Jamaican. So I am Jamaican and English. So yeah, I'm gonna answer that once and for all. And how did you get approached to do the show? So again, they approached my manager, and she actually, so there's a story. She called me one day and she was actually calling me to get one of my other friends involved because she knew it generally was just out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't do it. And then we sat down and spoke about it for a while. And then she was like, Matt, I really think it's going to be good for you. And I was listening. I was like, yeah, I'm not too sure. She kept pushing me. I did a FaceTime call with them. And then they liked me, and then they actually asked me to come in and do it like a face-to-face. But she kind of tricked me. She said, come in just for a chat, and then we'll go forward from there. What did I see? The contract was put on the table, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm here now. Let me sign this, because if I go home and like dwell on it, I generally wouldn't have done it. And even up until the day before I went into the show, that night in the hotel room, I was this close to backing out. But I just knew because I signed the contract and did the intros and videos, I just couldn't. But yeah, I'm happy I'd done it, but it took me a lot and like pushed myself to do it. Okay, the next thing I've seen a lot of comments are is you're boring. And I feel like with this, you can't win in life. Like, I could be the most quietest on the show and don't get into no problems and be called boring. But then if I'm the most loud in the show, I get called annoying and obnoxious. So I feel like you just can't win. I don't feel like I was boring. I just feel like I got along with everyone and just went through the show with vibes. Like, that's literally how I feel like it was on the show. But if that's boring, then that's boring. Okay, the next thing is you're materialistic. And I feel like with this, I'm just a girl. Like, I just like nice things. Like, that's not a personality trait. That's not me as a person. I just like nice things, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, and the next thing that I've been seeing everywhere is the statement, you don't deserve to win. And that's your opinion. I respect that. But I think with this, it's because it's mainly based around the fact that Daryl let me win. But you guys need to remember, PK also let Cinna win. George also let PK go through at the final challenge with the pyramid. everyone wanted everyone to win. Like all 12 of us was happy with any of us winning. We was all friends in there, so it was hard for it was hard to basically take out your friend in the game. So yeah, Daryl did save me, but other people also got saved. So yeah, let's talk about the cliques, because I have seen this everywhere, but I just feel like the only way to answer this is all 12 of us insiders got along, but naturally as like human beings you're gonna form certain connections stronger with certain people. That's just what happens in everyday life. Like, so yeah, that's basically what happened with the cliques. Everyone had their own cliques in there, like everyone had their own group. Okay, and the last one, which is about me, and I just think this is so funny because I've seen this a lot as well, is she's so overrated, she has pretty privilege, or she's this, she's that. I just feel like I don't even rate myself, so why are you rating me? Like, what am I overrated with? Who are you comparing me to? Like, it's the weirdest thing anyone can say on someone else's comments. Low-key hater. But yeah, next part we're gonna do is basically the contestants. Who was the funniest in the house? I feel like 100% the funniest in the house was PK and Uncle P. Them two were just such big characters in the house, as you all would have seen. Uncle P is just unintentionally funny, and PK, he's just so unserious about everything. Next one, what was your thoughts on Patrice when you first met / saw him? So guys, a few of us actually didn't even know who Uncle P was going into the show. So when I saw him, everyone was like, oh my god, he's this, he's that. We generally didn't have a clue, me and Wit, and I feel like that kind of helped us because we generally formed a normal bond with him without even knowing him. So yeah, I didn't know him going into the show, but now I absolutely love him. Like, I see him as like a father figure. He's just the funniest. This one was also a most requested. Are you into any guys from the show, like DDG or PK? And I know you guys love a love story, but generally no. Like, we're all just friends. I've actually learned as I've got older, girls can have males that are generally just friends and it's platonic, and that's what it was between us lot. It's just we were so close in the house that you guys would have seen us, like you guys would have thought something was happening, but no, we are just all friends. And also on with boys, do you ship you and George? I have seen edits of me and Jason, me and George, me and PK, me and Daryl. No, I ship myself with no one. They're just literally my boy mates. But I know you guys would have loved to see inside romance. Hopefully on the next season somebody forms a relationship. But you also need to remember, going on into the show, it's literally game focused, so it's hard to even see anyone in that way when you're playing a game. And then the last question was from there, who did you not get to know the most in Inside? And I feel like the least person I got to know them as a person is Dylan, obviously because he came out on the second day, I think it was. So that's probably the only person I would pick. But once I came out of the show, I've seen him at the premiere, we've had chats in the group chat, and yeah, he's such a nice person. Okay, so the next part is during the show. And the first one was, who is you the most sad to see go? And generally, I feel like every person that left, it was sad, because day by day you grow like stronger bonds with everyone. So every time someone left, you felt like they're missing in the house. But if I had to pick one, it would probably be Uncle P, because it was us two facing off to each other. And obviously in that moment, I even said like I'll be happy for myself to go because I knew everyone would miss him in the house because he's such a big character. That's just if I had to pick one person, but like I was sad to see everyone go. Next one was, what was your favourite moment of Inside and your best memory? So I guess my best memory of Inside was at nighttime, Jenny would all become closer, would all sit there and have little talks, play little games. And me, Whitney and Uncle P specifically would always wind each other up at nighttime and just sit there and talk for hours and hours. This one, you guys are trying to get messy. Did you have any drama of any other contestant that we didn't get to know about? Which I guess leads into the next question was, did Jason actually make you cry during the show? And if so, what happened? That was the only drama that happened with myself. I don't want to speak for any other people, but with the Jason and me situation, it's generally not that serious. Basically, he made me cry because he was panicking because him and PK had this little scheme that was going on. I think you got to see a little bit of it, and it kind of backfired on them because they didn't speak clearly to each other. So PK told me something, then Jason told me something, and then Jason sat me down and Jenny was like, Maya, I do not trust you because you have pretty privilege. You cry. No, basically you could say something to someone, lie in their face, and they're going to believe you because you're pretty. And because of all the tension and all the whispers that was going on, I just cried. I don't know. It wasn't that serious. He apologized after, and then we literally was friends the next day. Is there any funny moments that we didn't get to see? So one funny moment about me was that we was all playing basketball, all of us as a group, and would make a game out of like shooting hoops and stuff like that. And then when everyone went into the room to do something or have a talk, I was just doing the basketball things by myself, and Whitney was there and Jason was there. They're the only two people that got to witness this, by the way. And I'll try and get the footage if I can, but I just shot one backwards from far and it went into the hoop, and I was thinking, I'm a sports girl. But yeah, no one else got to see that but me, and no one believed me, and I had to get Jason and Whitney to back me up. Did it feel weird to talk shit or anything with the cameras around, or did you feel awkward? I think the first 2 days everyone felt awkward because you know there's cameras there, you're on a set and it just doesn't feel natural. But by day 3 and then going forward, you just feel like you're at home chilling. You generally forget the cameras are there. Like even when you're in the shower, the cameras are there. So the cameras are everywhere, but you just forget and you just live in the moment. And yeah. Next question was, which I got asked a lot again, was what was your favorite challenge? My favorite challenge, I think definitely had to be the night challenge. And I found out that we was actually awake till 6 a.m, something crazy like that. But when me and Daryl had to eat the sweets and stuff our faces in, I just knew them shots were gonna be looking crazy. We literally looked like hamsters stuffed with everything in our mouth. But yeah, that was the funniest moment for me because we got tricked. Out of everyone's thing, we got tricked. You could see it in our faces, we was panicking. But that was definitely my favorite moment because it was just funny. Everyone was laughing on set and the rest of the cast didn't even believe us because they thought we just flopped the challenge. This one I've seen a lot as well, and I feel like you guys think it's a different answer to what it is, but it was, why do you think Daryl let you go to the finals and why didn't you still? So I think the genuine answer is, me and him are friends in there, everyone's friends in there, and no one will see anyone go, and me and him formed such a like genuine friendship in the house that he just didn't want to manipulate and lie to me on the show because it would just look weird because we were so close in there. So that's why I think he let me win, basically. And then why didn't I still was the same kind of answer. Why would we steal from our friends that we've literally learned so much about in 7 days? We would literally look like horrible people if I would have stole from any of them. And I'd rather want all 3 of us to win than just me. Like, there would be no point in that. Okay, this question is funny. Did you take cold showers? Yes, I did take cold showers, even though they didn't show it. It was the most horrible thing ever. It wasn't even like lukewarm. It was freezing cold. And I remember before I did the lights out challenge, this is why I didn't pick Sinner, is because the night before, she helped me actually wash my hair with the cold shower and it was freezing. So I thought, oh, because we bonded, it's not going to be you, but it was her. It's fine. But yeah, I did take cold showers. I think all of us had to take a cold shower at some point. What was the most challenging part of Inside, mentally and physically? This was a good question. I feel like mentally it's the fact that like you have no time scale. You don't know what the time is in the day. And just having someone control your day for you. So we don't know what time we're waking up, lunchtime and like nighttime. And then obviously that brings me on to food. The food was disgusting, guys. The rice and peas or beans or whatever it was, I could not eat it. Like sometimes I would just not eat and just try and grab someone else's sweet or chocolate. I feel like you're gonna be surprised with this one, but how do you feel not to have your phone for 7 days? I was literally so fine. Well, going into the house, I thought that would be one of my biggest struggles because you guys know I'm constantly on my phone, I'm working through my phone, that's just part of it. But I was completely fine. I feel like it was so refreshing to not be on my phone and have normal conversations with people because you're face to face, and like obviously no one knew each other, so you have to speak, you have nothing else but to do that. So yeah, I was completely fine. Like no, I don't think any of us actually generally struggled with our phones, but once we came out though, we always like this 24/7. Okay, last one with this category was there anyone inside that snored really loudly? Yes, I feel like George has said this before in the show. Uncle P snored so loud at nighttime, and I know I said in my intro that I snore and I hate snorers, but he snored so loud. Okay, this is the last category and it's after the show. First one was, how does it feel being out and are you cool with everyone? So the first bit is, how does it feel being out? It literally feels so crazy. I remember the first like couple days after we all come out, we all had the same weird dreams. Like we would wake up still thinking that we're in a house, and I would wake up in my bedroom and be like, why the hell am I in my bedroom? Like, where's the house? It was just the weirdest experience ever because you guys would never understand. We're in this house for 24/7, like with no control. So it was really weird, but now obviously it's been months, I'm completely fine. It's just been so crazy since being out of the house, like with filming and like everyone's reactions. Like I've been keeping up with everything, all the edits. Like it's been so nice to see everyone's reactions. And I guess the second part was, are you cool with everyone? Like I'm cool with everyone from the show. Like we've all seen each other at the premiere, we've gone on streams together, like everyone's spoken in the group chat. Like I said, there's 2 group chats, one inside group chat and then one girls inside group chat. So yeah, I'm cool with everyone. Like I was so happy to see everyone at the premiere again because obviously some people haven't seen since the show and some I have seen and hang out with separately. But yeah, I'm literally cool with everyone from there. But what I will say, since the show has came out, I feel like because of social media and how everyone can sometimes be so negative, only recently there's been a few things here and there, but like generally after the show everyone has hang out, text in the group chat, everyone was completely fine. Only recently there has been a few things, but yeah. Okay, the next one was, do you plan on collaborating with anyone from Inside? And yes, I do. I have done a few streams with some people already, and I've also done a YouTube video on Toby's channel with season 1 versus season 2, which you guys might have seen already. But going forward, I definitely will do more collabs with the rest of the cast. And I guess that brings me on to this question. Will you start streaming and making content more often? You know, after the first few streams, I was so nervous because I haven't been on stream before. That's something so new to me. So many people have like asked me to start my own stream. I don't know if I'm that stage yet because yeah, the streams go crazy and viral on TikTok, but maybe in the future it could be a possibility. But making more content, I feel like I'm definitely upping my game now. Like I need to be on job with that. Next thing was, you guys are so nosy. What did you do with the 100k? I haven't spent any of it, but I think what I will do is, without going into too much detail, is definitely put it on a house, a deposit, something like I can actually use for the future rather than just materialistic things. And yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. But I guess that's all the questions that I have on my phone to answer today, but there was literally so many more. But you guys need to remember, once again, like this is literally just a game show and half of it is edited, and you guys need to remember, like, we're in the show for 24 hours a day. Like I wish they would have shown more of like the funny moments of the house bonding together, having like general chats and just having like funny moments together. But obviously because it's not game related, it's not going to be put in. But yeah, anyone in the show can literally vouch for me what I'm saying. Like there was so many moments I wish you would have seen of just the house bonding more and having fun together. Like we genuinely was like little kids in a house. Like the games we would have come up with, we played it at one point, we played tag. I remember we had those guns, we were shooting everyone. Like these are things you would not do on the outside. Like it was actually just the funnest and surreal experience. I guess that's the end of the video, guys, because the room is starting to get super dark. But I just want to say a big thank you to the Sidemen and Netflix for making this happen. Like I'm so grateful for the experience and I've literally made genuine friends for life now. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope I answered half of your questions and assumptions that you probably wanted to ask me. Oh my god, the light was so much better here. But guys, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye.